What I wanted from this movie was just more of this Kang stuff. My story in my head that they're leading up to, that they kind of led me to believe, that was that Scott Lang was going to have a reason to trust Kang and to work with Kang. And for whatever reason that be, maybe
that
like...
was what
the trailer made it.
The trailers
like
made
that, right?
it.
Yeah, like he was going to get more time with Cassie or something like that. And so he was going to meet Kang and then
send him back in time.
And Kang was going to be this like understandable guy and explain things eloquently and make Scott understand what he's doing, why he's conquering. You get a taste of that with that conversation between Kang and Janet. Also, sexual history there, probably.
Question.
I would guess. Like, they seem pretty...
I'm feeling like there's a little frisky action that happened.
And that stuff was great, I want to see more of that stuff where Kang is being level-headed and explaining things. I just want... And the reason why he's being there. And then the turn could be so good when you find out that, like, yeah, he's doing all these things, but he's killing off universes, and that's not okay. Like we did with Thanos,
Yeah.
I wanted to see that with Scott and him. But Scott's over running around with other stuff in the universe that doesn't really matter. When the story that I wanted is between these characters, these small amount of characters, there's too many, like you said, doing their own little things out in the corners, things that I don't care about, and then it just kind of culminates in this giant CGI battle that doesn't really leave me satisfied with a bunch of people that, whatever. Sorry, I started going negative again there, but the stuff with Janet and Kang were great. I loved Kang the Conqueror in this. I thought he was awesome, like really liked him. And they killed him off. And like, I thought, okay, well, there's an infinite amount of Kangs. There's going to be another really cool Kang that's going to come up. And then that post-credit comes up, and it's like a freaking Halloween costume show. And I'm like, these are the Kangs that we're going to get? Like, I want freaking Kang the Conqueror back. I want to see this big, threatening villain, not these guys that are kind of speaking in weird accents, kind of like in goofy costumes.
So
I don't know anything about the comic version of this. So for all I know, these are like actual comic Kang characters. But for me, that did not work. And I expected to walk out not knowing who this guy was, but like thinking like with Thanos, thinking like, I don't know who that guy is, but he looks pretty threatening.
Right.
He's this big purple guy.
Like knowing he's the next big villain of the universe, because he is, right? But we're walking out and that's like what's coming.
Yeah,
right.
It was really a bummer.
His whole monologue at the end, like, "Oh no, something's coming. It's gonna end the world. Oh, I guess it'll be fine." And you're like, "What? This is coming? Freaking Pharaoh Kang!" And this guy's just yelling.
It was really disheartening.
I think I agree with you. I was sad the King was killed. I want to highlight that, like that he was gone. I am ultimately curious though about the variety of Kangs that are in there, but like the leaders were not like exciting to me, like those ones. And
yeah,
then,
that's the cool part. Is like there is
so many.
They can do.
You can do literally whatever you want.
Well, I feel like this one, right, is supposed to be kind of like a branch off the Loki series where they're talking about like all the different ifs, ands, cans, right, that we're talking about over here. But I'm curious, and I'm not trying to defend it. Like I'm not standing on this hill defending it, but I'm still open to it, but I want Marvel to like clean up their act. I feel like they've gotten so big and so far in their range. If I had two hands, we'd be going out like this, that they're not able to create a quality product all the time.